Today is October 5. Hello everyone, this is Daily US Stock News by Kyle, bringing you the latest stock market updates every day. Please subscribe and stay tuned for more videos. The US stock market closed higher today, buoyed by positive non-farm employment data. According to data from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, non-farm employment increased by 254,000 in September, marking the largest jump in 6 months, far exceeding the previous market expectation of 140,000. The unemployment rate unexpectedly fell from 4.2% to 4.1%. Although this data dampened market expectations for the Federal Reserve to make significant rate cuts in November, it also provided investors with more confidence in the health of the U.S. economy. Following the release of this robust employment data, the U.S. dollar index surged. Chinese stock market update. With the strong performance of the A-share market, listed companies are actively rewarding investors by sharing the dividends of economic growth through cash dividends and other means. In the long run, cash dividends have become an important new channel for investors to benefit from economic growth. Industry insiders point out that active dividends not only enhance investors' sense of gain but also send positive signals about the company's profitability and financial health, boosting investor confidence and promoting greater capital flow and market vitality. Data from Wind shows that, so far, 258 listed companies have announced dividends exceeding 1 billion yuan this year. Among these, major companies like ICBC, China Mobile, China Construction Bank, Agricultural Bank of China, PetroChina, Bank of China, Sinopec, Sinopec, Ping'an, China Telecom, Postal Savings Bank, and Bank of Communications have all declared cumulative dividend amounts exceeding 100 billion yuan. Global oil market. This week, the oil market experienced significant volatility, catching the attention of global traders. The main drivers behind this were the tense situation in the Middle East, changes in U.S. policies, and expectations for a global economic recovery. As Israel intensified attacks on Iranian-backed armed forces and launched airstrikes, concerns about oil supply grew. Iran retaliated by launching multiple missiles at Israel, escalating geopolitical risks and increasing demand for oil as a safe haven asset. President Biden told reporters that Israel might consider options other than attacking oil fields, which provided some relief to the market but also highlighted the complexity of the situation. Oil prices surged and then quickly fell, reflecting the high uncertainty among investors about the future. Analysts from Citigroup offered a more severe prediction, suggesting that Israel's attacks on Iran could lead to a loss of 1.5 million barrels of oil per day in the market. If smaller infrastructure is targeted, this loss could range between 300,000 and 450,000 barrels per day. This fear has contributed to the rise in oil prices. Other market news. 1. JPMorgan and Bank of America no longer expect the Federal Reserve to cut rates by 50 basis points in November. JPMorgan Chase and Bank of America now expect the Fed to lower rates by 25 basis points at the next meeting, having previously called for deeper cuts. However, the resilience of the U.S. labor market has led them to revise their earlier projections. 2. Germany, France, and Italy urge the EU to ease banking regulations to enhance global competitiveness. The three countries are pushing the EU to focus on boosting the competitiveness of its banking sector rather than imposing more regulations. This shift reflects a broader political trend prioritizing economic growth over regulatory oversight. 3. Meta.us announces a new AI model called MovieGen. Meta Platforms announced on Friday that it has developed a new artificial intelligence model called MovieGen, capable of generating realistic video and audio clips based on user prompts. The company claims it rivals tools from leading media generation startups like OpenAI and 11 Labs. 4. U.S. port workers and maritime employers reach a preliminary wage agreement. The International Longshoremen's Association, representing workers at U.S. East Coast and Gulf Coast ports, and the U.S. Maritime Alliance, representing employers, issued a joint statement announcing a preliminary agreement on wages. This news has alleviated some of the supply chain concerns. 5. ZIM stock fell over 12% today. The end of the U.S. port strike led to a sharp drop in shipping company stocks like ZIM, as the prospect of long-term supply chain disruptions fades. ZIM is one of the largest container shipping companies in the world. 6. Spirit Airlines stock plunged by more than 37% at the start of trading today. After the failed merger between Spirit and JetBlue Airways, Spirit Airlines is now in talks with bondholders and creditors regarding potential bankruptcy terms.